Hey guys, I'm Rob Bass, and once again I am here working on a new video in association with Universal Monsters Universe. I want to explore the worldwide popularity of Universal Monsters and their effect on pop culture. So today I'm looking towards manga creator Akira Toriyama and his two most popular creations, Dr. Slump and Dragon Ball. First off, we will quickly talk about Dr. Slump. This manga and anime series is chock full of pop culture goodness, and the Universal monsters are front and center in all their glory, just being some cute foreground or background characters as if nothing was strange in seeing these icons of terror pose for a group picture or hanging out in a bar. It bleeds sarcastic undertones but still endearing. But to me, the most memorable moments of the original series of Dragon Ball has some of the best use of the Universal monsters. Maybe not depicted in their traditional look, these guys take up a decent amount of screen time in the Dragon Ball series during the Baba Saga. Let's talk about We Are the Five Warriors. It's the third episode in the Fortune Teller Baba Saga and the 17th episode. This episode first aired in Japan on July 15th, 1987. Battle begins. Goku and his friends versus Fortune Teller Baba's fiendish minions. The prize. The location of the last Dragon Ball. If you don't know what I'm talking about whatsoever, you're not a fan of Dragon Ball, um, we'll have to explain that at a later date. First up, we have Krillin, who must face off against a warrior with real evil bite. Fangs the Vampire. Fangs the Vampire, his manga name was actually Count Dracula. He's also referred to as Dracula Man. He debuted in the manga called The Five Champions, and of course in the anime episode, We Are the Five Warriors. There really isn't much difference between the manga and anime. They kept it really true to the comic. Funny character, he doesn't look like Dracula. He's actually got a very unique look. Fangs the Vampire, or Dracula Man, he is a Muay Thai boxing vampire with vampiric abilities to turn into a bat and also to suck blood from beings of life. After having trouble keeping pace with Fangs in his bat form, Fangs sneaks up behind Krillin, grapples him, and sucks the blood from his head. This causes Krillin to lose a lot of blood, whereby he gets weary and unable to fight at his best, allowing Fangs to defeat him quite easily. Puar and Upa take up the fight. Now, these two little guys, they use different tactics. They garlic breath and different types of ways to beat the vampire character. So yeah, these two guys right here, they beat Dracula in the anime. Next up is our boy Yamcha. He finds out he's got to fight against the opponent called See Through, the Invisible Man. He gets punched, kicked around. He's one of the champions. He's very. He's not that he's a great fighter. It's just because he's invisible, he can kick people's butts. He's taking some people to the fight. What ends up happening? Krillin gets Bulma, who, if you know Bulma, she's one of the first characters you meet in the Dragon Ball series. Master Roshi is very H.E. kind of a guy. He's a perverted old man. So Krillin says, stand right here. He pulls Bulma's blouse down. Master Roshi's nose bleeds, shooting blood across the arena and covering the Invisible Man in blood so Yamcha can kick his butt. Too much Japanese reference here for me to explain why when he sees a naked girl his nose bleed, but that's kind of like a common trope in Japanese anime. So just go with it. And Yamcha can quickly best the Invisible Man. Bandages is the Mummy is the third fighter empowered by Fortune Teller Baba during the Fortune Teller Baba saga. He fights in an arena called Devil's Toilet, which is somewhere inside Fortune Teller Baba's palace for some odd reason. After defeating See-Through, Yamcha is the first to deal with bandages, but he can't beat him. He's not your typical mummy. This guy is a beast. He's almost like a WWE wrestler. So Goku gets there, and Goku is the first one to ever make bandages feel pain. He takes out bandages pretty easily. He is defeated by Goku. Now, it wasn't just this one anime that had all these kind of Universal Monster references. It's kind of littered throughout the whole literature of Dragon Ball. One of the more popular characters during the original Dragon Ball series was a character called Launch. Launch is a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of character. She's a nice, sweet little girl until she sneezes and she turns to a kick butt, blonde hair, vigilante. Well, she's a villain, basically. Kind of a quaint little dynamic. You don't want Launch to sneeze because she'll turn in and start shooting you up. She was just one of those weird little characters that was only seen much in Dragon Ball. She never really appeared in any versions like Dragon Ball Z or anything like that later on, but she was a big part of Dragon Ball for a long time. And I love that such a simple nod to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is seen in Launch. Now, other than Launch, we have a reference to Goku himself. Goku is an alien, and he crash lands on, well, it's not really Earth. Dragon Ball's universe is his own kind of other Earth. And he's found his baby, and he has a tail. Well, it turns out when there's a full moon, Goku turns into a giant ape and just is a berserking rage, uncontrollable monster. And that is kind of a reference to, the werewolf. Except in being a werewolf, he turns into a 20-foot tall gorilla. There is a direct reference of a werewolf in Dragon Ball. Now, during the tournament, Jackie Chan, which is really Master Roshi in disguise, in the 22 World Martial Arts Tournament, fights a large humanoid wolf that turns into a man by the full moon. Now, it's a reverse play on the werewolf situation, but earlier on in the series, Master Roshi destroyed the moon because of Goku's rage giant ape attack. So the poor man wolf character couldn't turn back into a human when the full moon came, which is a kind of reversal of roles, and he got very angry at Master Roshi, with Jackie Chan's character, and fought him. Eventually, Master Roshi helped him out. You have a representation of the werewolf in terms of Goku, but a direct werewolf in the man wolf character. Now, I saved the best for last, honestly, and that is Android 8. Android 8, character from the Red Ribbon Army. The Red Ribbon Army is this very bad fascist group who are trying to take over the world, and Goku's got to stop them. He's stopped by a giant Frankenstein monster. I mean, Ader, Android 8, Goku nicknames him Ader later on, and they become friends, is in the tower. And he's sent upon him to beat up Goku, but he doesn't want to hurt Goku. He wants to be friendly. He's a nice guy. He's not an evil monster. It makes you think of Frankenstein 100%. Like, he tries to be a part of the world that doesn't want him. And Goku is a friendly character and automatically befriends him. And he's one of the most direct representations of Frankenstein. So it's really cool to see. Android 8 is Frankenstein. We have Dracula. We have all these great characters of the Universal Monsters being represented in a Japanese manga and Japanese anime. And that right there shows you how cool the world of the Universal Monsters can be. So alright guys, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.